Hello. Today I wanted to talk about how I would rather burn alive than work a 9 to 5 job. Um, because I mean it. Like I would rather be doing literally anything else. I would go to jail. I would rather be in jail. Not that I would go to jail. I'm talking hypothetically. If I had to choose between going to jail and working a 9 to 5, I would choose jail. Cause in jail, like you like I don't really know, but I don't want to work a 9 to 5. The thought of every day for the rest of my life getting up at 7 or 8 in the morning, 7 or 8 in the morning just to drive myself to work in a car that I am not going to be able to afford, to show up. I I clock in at 9. I do nothing. I sit in a cubicle. I just envision myself sitting in a cubicle. Um, and hey, Janice. Hey, how's your weekend been? Oh, the usual. How's the weather been? Oh, real crappy. You're experiencing the same exact weather that I am. We don't need to talk about the weather. No one even actually cares. It's small talk. It's built on this society. It's like it, people. Okay. The 9 to 5 with the small talk is something I would rather die. I'd rather go to jail than face, because it's built off of the, oh, I'm fine, how are you? The default conversation. I'm so sick of it. Like, it's just a default. And it's not meaningful conversation with anybody. But again, you can't have like meaningful conversation with everyone you run into, because then you're not really working a 9 to 5, you're just talking to everyone. And I just, working a 9 to 5 doesn't seem meaningful to me, because I'm stuck with people I hate, and I'm stuck getting up at 7 or 8 in the morning to go to work, to a job I don't even like, talking to people I cannot stand. It's hell. That's my version of a hell. Um, I just, I wish there were more options for people in life, rather than just getting sucked into a job because you can't afford anything. And then it's because of the job market. No, not job market. What am I trying to say? Economics of America. Yeah, that is what I think. I think because this country is just so expensive and bad, and it's never gonna stop being bad. It's just, I'm disappointed. I think America has failed, personally, but um, I just have sheer utter disappointment for America, that we have to just live these lives because we can't afford anything else. You can't buy a house. Oh my god, my friend, he would do the math all the time about how we will never ever be able to afford a house because the housing market is so bad. And whose fault is that? Old people. I hate old people. No. I um I just think it's important that people know that I just don't like the idea. Okay, so just imagine immersively get up at 7 every day for the rest of my life. I get ready. I drive. I commute to this building I am tied to, possibly maybe owning a house that I'm not even gonna like. That's a whole other thing. I don't wanna own a house. I don't wanna own a house. 'Cause you're stuck to a property. Your neighbors might be terrible. What are you gonna do about that? There's nothing you can do. 'Cause you already moved in. You're already stuck there, and it's gonna take years for you to move out of there. If you can even afford it. And that's another thing. Houses make you drown in debt. I don't want to deal with that. I'm not saying it's too much stress. Like, I could deal with it if I really wanted to, but we live in a society today where, like, we can't. I'm so disappointed. Like, okay, I'm stuck to a house that I don't like. I'm stuck to a building with people in there that I can't stand. I hate people. Everyone is so stupid. Like, they're like, oh, I have a problem. And their solution is really simple, and it really makes me upset to see people lack the common knowledge that everyone should have. But I guess you can't measure everyone. And, like, I'm sorry. um I'll get over it. A recent thing I've noticed with people is that sometimes they're just more limited than others, you could say. And they can't really help it, and sometimes they just don't have the common sense that some other people might have. I think everyone's stupid. I'm sick of listening to people's issues, or like they'll just talk in a complaining tone about such a little issue. And I guess you could say the same thing about me. I complain all the freaking time because I'm complaining about people that complain, but I also complain about other things. But I just, it's so, I don't like to talk to people. And they know the solution is easy. You know what really gets me mad is when people, they have an issue, I give them a solution, I give them a little bit of advice, and then they just don't listen to me. It makes me so mad. I just, like, why are you talking to me if you just, like, don't? If you don't want, you're just telling me just to tell a person. And I guess that's helpful for people, but in that moment, I know you're not looking for a solution, so why are you talking to me about this? Yeah. Okay, so, like, I show up to work. They have fake plants. The place just smells like air freshener. Everything is too bright. I do work if my job isn't taken by AI. Can you just you're envisioning with me right now? Like, one of the last 9 to 5 jobs that actually are alive. I clock in, talk to Janice for 10 minutes about the weather, about her grandkids. I don't care. Imagine if I had customer service. At least something new would happen. At least I'd have stories to tell. No, but 9 to 5, in my hateful opinion, I view it as the lowest. For me personally. For you, if you love your 9 to 5 or if that's what you want to do in life, I'm happy for you. That's what makes you happy. But for me, I would rather be skinned alive than work at a 9 to 5. Bars? Is that bars? I'm not the next Eminem. It's okay. You don't have to say it. I already know. 9 to 5. 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 8 hours. 8 hours of your life. Is that like a school day? That is like a school day. But the hours are better because you're not getting there at 7 in the morning. I could rant about that, but I don't think a lot of people would be interested in that. I just like eat. What if I don't get my lunch break? What if I work for like a really bad company doing nothing all day? And then they just don't give me my lunch. Cause I see myself, no, you have to go on your break. But what if they just don't? Cause that happens to people. Happens to people all the time. It seems miserable. Have you? And then what if I work with people I don't like? Well, that answer is simple. I'm already not gonna like them. Okay, that's it. I'm leaving now. Bye.